To be honest, like when you watch that match, you just have a better appreciation of how good Emma was as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because as soon as she went up to the main roster, you're taught to forget that. Like she can't wrestle. All she does is this. And don't get me wrong, that got over, but like in a silly way, because silly things do get over. But yeah, like the fact that we've seen it, like main roster has no problem fucking just completely forgetting about NXT in regards to how they book people. I mean, look at recently with Finn Balor.
Oh, coming back as a face?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm okay if they actually bring him in as a legitimate threat and put him back into the main event title picture.
That'd be fine. Well,
I'm fine with that.
But they're not going to do that. They're going to use him as cannon fodder. He's going to take on Corbin.
I don't think
Cena takes on Reigns.
I don't think they'll put the title on him. I really don't.
But no, it'd be good if they did.
But you see, no, not right now. But you see, there's a way you can do it too, where you don't have to put the title on him right now, but you can keep him in that main event. Area. So have him hovering around as a main event star. Eventually, then you can put it on him.
You know what?
There was clearly a time that they did believe in him. Yeah. Like very much so. So I don't see it out of the realm of possibility for them to do it again.
Like can you imagine a WWE title match between Finn Balor and Big E?
Fucking brilliant.
Just the thoughts of that is like
I'd love that.
You let them two go, that'd be a good match.
I'd love that.
I like how like we're talking about this and Jonathan just intently focused on like Omikron. This is the reason why we're here.
Yeah, that'd be a perfect time to turn Finn heel, actually. A perfect person.
Yes.
Yes. A perfect person to turn him on would be Big E, because you'd have great heat from that.
Yeah.
Because we know that like Finn he's a good heel.
I'm looking for the
very good at what he does.
The third planet of the fourth system.
If you just loosen the reins on him a little bit,
explore the library in search of it.
Because he can fit into that mold of being like a cool heel,
and I'll like, my tragedy.
And he'll get over because of it. Like, look, when he went to NXT, he was a heel, but he was too cool to be a heel, and people instantly were like, "I love it, I love it, I want to see more." They can still do that treatment on the main roster, but it just baffles me why they don't. I know they're writing a TV show, and it's TV writers writing for TV, but when they don't research what this particular person is doing on NXT, you understand why like they're fucking up everyone when they do the call-ups.
Well,
I'm going
to give this one a little bit of time, because I'm not going to lie. I popped huge, and I'm hyped for Cena back. So I'm good with him being up there, going for, the record-breaking title run.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense to me, and it'd be nice to give him something to end the career on. But in doing that, you can't forget about your young guys either. I say young. Finn's not that young.
He's 40.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make you feel sick?
His abs make me feel sick.
Yeah. Dude hasn't seen a carb in fucking like maybe 20 years.
Yeah.
Meant to be Irish.
I'll tell you what's going on here in this.
Where are the potatoes, Finn? Meant to be fucking Irish.
Buds bite. But yeah, the crack with this area basically, there obviously it's a secret library, and there's a whole lot of text that I read through there. Just a lot of lore building, but there's one book in particular we had to bring with us, right? So the problem is we can't take anything out of here because it's under lock and key, right? But this guy here, he's a kind of meant to be like an older scientist, and we're basically asking him for to translate essentially one of the books that's in a foreign language. So we have to help him out with this little problem he's doing. So basically, we have to bring back the books we had, go back upstairs, buy 2 books from upstairs, bring it down here, and then do the little kind of dialogue puzzle there, and then we're going to nick his gadget here and use it in the book that we want, and then we can basically take it out of storage here. That's basically what's been going on here. It's a little kind of like there's a term for it, but it's basically like a 2 of the 3 puzzle, as they call it.
The real question is, Jonathan, as a scientist, when are you going to start wearing makeup and flesh-colored pants?
And dopers. I don't know, man. I don't know when it's going to become standard practice, like, because normally it's like, you know, shit like fucking it's like shit like lab coats and glasses, like, and stuff like that. So I'm not sure why they think that this is standard.
Surely the face paint would do the same job as glasses, no?
I don't know, man. Like it's hard to tell. It depends on what it is. Like, I mean, look, if it serves a purpose, fair enough. But I can't see why white paint would help in that matter. Really doesn't make much sense to me. But neither does the Jokers. So who knows? Maybe it's a fashion statement. So what we did there, by the way, obviously we translated the text, but we switched off the lights while doing it, so the guard couldn't see us translating it. So then we just put the book back, and no one's the wiser. So there you go.
Do you not notice? Lights went out there for a minute.
Yeah, but he just
accepted it.
Yeah, he switched the lights off as well. That's fine. But he didn't see us using the little gadget on the book. So in that lore, basically, there's a few things that are kind of important for the last act of the game, which we are actually getting to now. Basically, there was one person that was able to defeat the Demon King. It was a human, actually, and he was called Cuchulainn, which is I feel it's a bit of a corruption of Cuchulainn myself, but maybe I'm wrong. But basically the idea, like,
sorry, we only accept Michael Cole pronouncements in here. Pronunciation of Cuchulainn, or what was it?
Cuchulainn.
Cuchulainn.
Yeah. But either way, so they basically the idea was that, like, he had found a way to defeat Astaroth, and he is buried in a tomb way up north in a place.
Lads, if I see that character model one more fucking time.
I know, right? It's
fuck's sake.
It's very GTA.
Yeah, we have to go for a wander around town, so you're gonna see them a lot. But yeah, so that's basically the last stretch of the game, is to find him, go to where he is buried, and find him, and we're Nomad Soul. So I wonder what we will do with that power.
This is before any stupid mechanics like fast travel, kids.
There is fast travel in this game.
Shut up, Jonathan.
Yeah, there's only the places you've been to already, or places that you have business in.
You had to earn your fucking traveling.
Yes.
Very interesting. This text explains how to get to Hammerstagen.
Why is your mouth moving that way?
Because that's how we talk.
It's very disconcerting.
You must bring together...
It's how everyone in Omikron speaks.
The jewels of Viagragamuka, the god of...
Of Viagra? Viagragamuka?
Viagragamuka. I think it's meant to be like a Vishnu analog.
So nothing to do with Viagra. Is this where we get Viagra? Is this how Viagra's made? You're a scientist.
Eye of the god. It says it's...
That's a lot to process there in 1 second. Okay. So Dennis, you think, in your happy little head of yours, that Pfizer, the company that makes Viagra, went to this alternate universe and basically harvested one of the gods because his name sounds like Viagra?
Yeah, maybe they named it as a tribute.
Over to us and sold it as a pharmaceutical. Erectile dysfunction.
Well, I mean,
it will make a god.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that clear in my head before I start scolding you for being an idiot.
There was a lot of questions bombarded.
Why else would they call it Viagra? Answer me that, Mr. Scientist.
Because it's a brand name!
Named after the god that created it. Thank you, rest my case.
He will show you.
Fuck you.
To Kiwan was a power.
That's religion 1, science 0.
Him to the grave. His tomb is situated.
I know you are a clown, Dennis, but you have to live every fucking day, you know.
Living the gimmick, baby.
I sincerely hope that finding the book of
I just remember next time you're taking Viagra, you go, thank you, Lord Vishnu.
Jonathan's just like he's quietly just seething and just like
I know.
That was just too much concentrated stupid in one go. It was like talking to fucking Flexor, like holy shit, like I normally have to take a fucking tablet before I talk to people like him.
Which god do you get the tablet from?
Kialis. I'm gonna fuck you with knowledge. Anyway, so after all that, then there's basically a this big building, not this one here, but there's one further on, that basically gives us, I think, directions
Viagra.
To not Viagra, you dickhead. Basically, give us directions to where I need to go next, and it's actually one of the more like convoluted, but it's also technically a good puzzle. But it's just done really awkwardly because it's like this game and it doesn't do anything like smoothly.
I'm bored, so I'll jump.
That is kind of what I've been doing.
I'd be doing the same.
Yeah, it's also that, and you're actually
Lads,
you're able to like.
Why do they have only literally two character models?
Because that's all they could fit in the budget.
2 character models.
They were too lazy to build more models.
Yeah.
At least the ones with the helmets and stuff, you could kind of get away with and say, "Oh, it's a load of people, wearing the same outfit."
Yeah. It was also like every like it was weird in the sense where like every other city had like generic male and generic female models, and because like they were so like enclosed in buildings, you didn't notice them. Now they're like in like where like half the area is water. You're just seeing more of them walking around you. You're just more.
But,
I think it's always been the case. They've always recycled the characters, but now you're just seeing more of them.
Oh, I'm fine with reusing assets. It's just like
there's 2 like
have more than 2.
Yeah, have more than 2.
Like.
And that's the same. Like, they've done that for every other area. Every area has unique people, like a male and female characters, and that's it. They don't branch out from there. Now this should be our place, right? So
Entering the shaft now.
Yeah, into the shaft.
Oh, great God, Viagrus.
Yes, this is the puzzle dome.
Welcome to the arena.
Various souls enter, only one leaves.
Welcome to Murder Dome.
The Murder Dome. I think you find it.
Murder.
So the way this works is, right, as you can see, there's a whole lot of symbols there on the on those little plinths there, right? So I'm just pressing willy-nilly here. Bear with, because I'm gonna hopefully try and show you how this works.
Oh, I seen a. I was very tempted today to just torment Jonathan more. I was going to. I saw some anti-vax post. I was just going to in the comments. I was just going to put Jonathan Nolan and just leave it at that, and just like let it link you to it, so you click to it and your head explodes. It was a particularly stupid one.
Yeah, I'm not judgmental when it comes to anti-vax. Actually, before I do that,
you would have been on this one.
Here's the puzzle, right? You see that there's 4 purple blocks on screen, right?
Yeah, they have to go a certain order.
It's not necessarily, right? So I'll try again. I took a few cuts here to try and explain it, but basically, that's like a north, south, east, and west point, right? Yeah. And where you can see the plinths basically are facing whichever ones they're coordinating to.
Okay.
And at each one of those points in the map, there is a symbol written somewhere, either on a wall or elsewhere. And basically, you have to find a symbol and then find the right plinth, and then impress the stone, and basically open the passage that way. So it's a great puzzle, but oh lord, in a 3D environment where you don't know, where you can't really find what you're looking for, it's awful. But it was a good idea, so I'll give him points for that. So now it's me.
So back to why you wouldn't have been infuriated.
Oh yeah, I'm not one of these people who's judgmental about anti-vaxxers, right? Because we live in a digital age. It's misinformation is so fucking common, and like it's so hard as well for people to read scientific papers now, because overall everyone is just a little bit more stupid in the digital age. So in essence, we should be thanking the anti-vaxxers, because when they do get sick and they have no natural defenses, they will die a horrible death and they won't exist anymore. And that just cleans up the gene pool.
That's so much harsher than any. Jesus Christ, that took a turn.
Because they didn't read a book when they were 5.
No, I think this was one I was going to link to, because it was one of these ones, very assured of itself in purporting its the usual, it's not tested. It's not apparently nowadays FDA approval is the be all and end all. I didn't know it mattered that much to them beforehand, but
you can get emergency approval, but FDA approval tends to go for 5 years because you need the actual test data.
Yeah, but this was the hill that they were dying on, was that because it didn't have FDA approval, it was completely invalid, and then that it wasn't a vaccine, it was a biomedicine. Something.
A biomedicine.
It was
a medicine that works on bio people.
It was a whole pile of stupid. I mean, and the brave few souls who waded into it were quickly smothered by almost like a herd, some sort of herd, all ganging together to keep each other safe, to keep their opinions safe. I wonder.
And then, if they happen to cough on each other, would they die from it? Maybe we should try that in an experiment. I'll corral them into a little pond, like The Sims. Then like in The Sims, right? We'll just put them in a big pool, right? And then I'll take a ladder out, and they'll all die of starvation.
Don't you mean lemmings?
I know what I meant, Fox. I want to watch them suffer.
You could do that in lemmings anyway.
Yeah, but in lemmings, they're cute and endearing little green-haired freaks, like. It's different. I want them to suffer.
That was the terrible thing. Did you see that whole thing about lemmings was started by fucking Disney?
Yeah, Disney.
By literally herding literal lemmings off a cliff.
Throwing them off a mountain, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy to die on this hill that Disney are an evil corporation, and I will not be told otherwise.
But then it was very interesting where recently, apparently, I was reading, they took that movie off of Disney Plus, but then they put it back on and then they removed it again, and it's like they're like,
I wonder why.
Will we get away with it? It's like,
yeah,
it's like you with your job.
Don't get me fucking started.
It's a nice restaurant.
My brain is melted. It's caused me to get semi-drunk tonight. Still have to go back in the morning, so yes, I have a semi, Foxy. Is that all right with you?
I think you need to pray to Viagragamuka again to get that semi into 3/4, Dennis. Because at your age, you're not gonna get a full one, are you? Like, I mean, that's the best you can do. Like,
no, you need to pray to your god of Viagra, like to get that full one going.
Yeah.
Foxy, you're like 2 years younger than me.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Can I retry that one?
Yeah, sorry, a year younger than me.
Fuck you. You're in your late 30s. I'm in my early 30s.
I'm not, I'm in my mid-30s. I'm in my mid-30s. Oh, what the fuck?
Dennis getting pummeled harder than Viagragamuka right now. Fucking hell, man. Wow.
I'm in my mid-30s. I am 36.
I'm 31. So fuck you, you uncultured swine.
But see, the difference is, Foxy, this is just youthful and beautiful, as opposed to that, which is haggard and time-worn.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, being a referee in a Data 2 was hard, man, alright?
Yeah.
To be fair, at the last fucking OTT show, I got the up close glance of just how fucking hard Foxy goddamn works. He beat the shit out of that canvas. he fucking, and that's not even, that's not me even being funny. That's he came out and his arm was fucking red from, he just whacked.
You know, everything that you're saying, I know.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm saying it. Yeah.
This is well out of context, and people are gonna really
I know. I want it clipped.
You want the clip what?
Foxy was just there and he was just beating it. He was just fucking pounding.
Oh, you want to be clipped? Jesus. Okay.
Well, to be fair, I mean, it's obviously from having any more, so that makes sense. Yeah.
Any more what? I don't have kids.
He doesn't want any more, though.
No, that's fair. I don't either.
So yeah, this one, there's two of these ones are actually underwater, so they're a pain in the hole to try and find. So hence why in the map, like one was like upstairs, the other one was like behind a fucking stone, and the other two were underwater. So I think, is it down here? There it is. There, look. So you see there basically like the arrow is pointing to wherever the plinth is, the center. There's like a central like little pillar there, and basically they're all like in different kind of like sections of the corners of the page there, and literally just like pick the right symbol in the right order, and the thing opens up for you. Basically.
Love the way nobody gives a shit about his one lunatic swimming through the fucking city.
Oh, it's a scientist. Never mind. He's probably studying pollution or something.
Only thing scientists fucking study in real life is sitting on their fucking arse.
Oh, you can show and shite up, pal.
Oh, he's having the pops today.
Listen,
he's having the pops of things he doesn't understand.
Listen, I've sat by idly while you've had pops at me for weeks. I'm allowed a one fucking evening of them.
It's scientists that made that gave you the day you've had. Dennis, you'd be thankful that science and rationality has prevailed, as opposed to just pure
and has led to my brain melting.
Yes.
Today.
It was necessary. Ends justify the means.
Hey, listen, I'm on fucking their side. I agree with what happened. It doesn't stop the fucking hassle of it all, though.
Okay then, so yes, it is the puzzle. The triangular piece was there on each of the posters. So now it's a case of like remembering which like symbol was on which side. So you have to actually picture where you were. So you're seeing it from the side way, and then you get the symbols that way. So it's very much a spatial awareness puzzle, but it's also like, oh shit, it's in 3D and it's
Foxy, you look very like Andre Lobanu.
Oh, that's a fucking shout. Jesus Christ, you went in the fucking archives for that one, didn't you?
Who?
Foxy, you look like the prick from Broken Swords.
No,
hell, like.
It's the blonde and the tied back hair and the very thoughtful.
The prick from Broken Sword. That's why I used to call him. I love him. He's a great character, but he's a prick. Like that's the joke. Like he's the one that also fancies Nico.
He does in the first one, but then he goes off. He ends up with somebody.
He softens it then, yeah.
When they all realized, oh wait, no.
Who knew?
People want George and Nico.
Yes. That's why we'll never give it to them.
Yeah, ever. It's
have
like
George slaying a dragon, but you're not giving them
fucking Mulder and Scully at this stage. It's like, we'll never, ever give it to you.
And now?
For something completely different.
Now for something completely different. Going to an old mine tunnel, apparently.